Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. He's gone forward. Soboslai gets across to intercept that. Oh, that's well spotted. Some really good ball movement. There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah, and I'm sure we'll see an awful lot of him out on the wing here, Peter. He'll inject an awful lot of energy and pace into this team's attack, but he's also got an eye for a killer ball. That's why he's racked up so many assists at club level.
Yeah, double figures every season is the norm for him. Great numbers.
Yeah, can't argue with stats like that.
Caught offside that time. Diogo Dalot. Ronaldo might just make this.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And that has left him in a heap.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Has a look and plays it forward. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Cristiano Ronaldo is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he shoots!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Vega. Well, that's an excellent interception. And that's a good-looking ball. And now the breakaway. Now it's Yamal. That's a throw. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach.
He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Alonso. Hernandez. He's having a go! Dealt with nicely by the defence. Looking for the run. He's in plenty of space here. He's got away. And he's whipped it across. Courtois claims it without any fuss. Maybe goalless, but it is not without interest.
Yeah, the tempo is strong and the game has flair and lots of potential for me.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers... He's gone for goal! Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Israel have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's managed to get free. Well, that is one way to stop him. And he has been fouled there. Mateus with a real chance here. And a real chance to break the deadlock. Griezmann!
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. Tries to play it through. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Georgia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
De Bruyne conjures time and space where few can.
Israel have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Kvaratskhelia has fallen kindly here. Goal, Israel! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
After 28 minutes is
Israel are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, nice touch. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
Well, that has not gone well. McAllister. Now it's Griezmann. Van Dijk with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. And they've got rid. Van Dijk.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. He has found the way through. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Can he get it through? That's a good run down the left. Yamal.
Georgia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Well, that's a little loose. Soboslai, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Nicely shaped cross. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And reclaimed it in a trice. Hernandez. No, again there's no way through. Schlotterbeck. Aims beyond the defence. Kvaratskhelia. Goes back.
And now they've got a chance to start again.
And it's Camavinga. Searching pass he's played there. Griezmann. And he cuts out the supply. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That's a cute ball. Oh, they could be caught out here.
Has been indicated.
Griezmann. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Griezmann really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Van Dijk gets it away. They want to be quick to recover this. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Ribery. Kvaratskhelia. Not the most accurate pass. Alonso. De Bruyne demonstrating his defensive quality there. Upamecano with the slide tap. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Please make sure to watch the screen for an information bulletin from the Regional Police Department.
Substitution for Israel. Number 3, Van Dijk.
And the action is back underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Upamecano. Defending was strong and firm. Xavi Alonso.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Keeper's got good distance on that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Diogo Dalot. That is good alertness. Modric. Now he's got space here. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Oh, delightful ball. Now it's McAllister. He's found it. And the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
It's a pretty loose pass. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Out of play for a throw. And it's been played through. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
So, third corner of the game. And it's Dalot. Oh, sweet feet. Tries from distance. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Modric. Ribery. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be.
And the volley. Good first touch and almost as good a second.
De Bruyne brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Modric does really well to win the ball there. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Modric wins the duel this time. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Israel clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Xabi Alonso cuts it out. McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Now, can they get him away? Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
Substitution in progress.
There's some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Israel are doing very nicely, thank you.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
And no, that was never going to make it. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Looking to play him in. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Can he get on the end of this? Cute ball now, how can he... And he's had a hit! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Kvaratskhelia clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
So their fourth corner of the game. Raul. And now a sudden chance to counter. The cross. Oh, that's ambitious. Oh, nearly. And that is a little undercooked. Xabi Alonso. He is through here. Raul. Oh, that's fabulous. Just eases him off the ball. Raul has got himself a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
Messi taking charge of the dead ball.
Well, we're looking at somewhere in the region of 25 to 30.
Oh, crossbar! Decent hit from there.
Oh, there was real venom behind that. All the keeper could do was watch it sail by.
Looking for options for movement. Chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
Corner number 3 coming up. Israel have the chance to go the other way. Kvaratskhelia played into space. Well, that pass isn't the best. It's an inviting looking ball, that. That has ended up in no man's land. And he's worked it through. And the finish! He's scored! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And that could have brought them level.
Well, at least it's earned him a little applause from the boss. The finish was lacking, but everything else was pretty good.
Eric Garcia proves too strong. De Bruyne has it in a wide position. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And it's pulled back. Cleared without hesitation. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Raul. Quick look, then plays it in. Oh, well played. Ronaldo finds himself offside. That's an imaginative pass. It's a really well-measured ball, and he's intervened well there. Elects to bullish header! And that would have won it.
Kvaratskhelia really should have done better there. I just hope...
Cristiano Ronaldo! Now it's Raul. Out to the right. Oh, what a ball! There's the shot! It's bounced back off the post. Just off target.
Raul, just denied by a lick of paint. We're talking centimetres.
Raul. McAllister. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. And he was alert to it. And he's taking no chances there. Played out towards the right wing.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Messi looking to add to his goal. Now it's Messi.
4 added minutes has been
Time
indicated.
added on 4 minutes. And claimed it back swiftly. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Couldn't squeeze it through. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. He's shifting through the gears. It's a mighty effort! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Now it's Raul. That's a shade optimistic. Oh no, this does not look good. And that will be it. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well,
Security
obviously
staff
they'll
are
be
ready to
disappointed
block.
with the
Please
loss,
report
but,
to the staff
you know,
room
they'll be back
immediately.
on it.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, as you can see, we've already started here.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements, overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Hernandez engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Can he get on the end of this? That is a great pick out. That has ended up in no man's land. No way through. He has found the way through. Kvaratskhelia! There is Franck Ribéry, just a smashing player, Jim.
Yeah,
it's Griezmann! Denied by an instinctive save.
that's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. The taker has to look for options because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And now they can spring out of defence. He's shifting through the gears, and he shoots! Goal! Israel! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Kvaratskhelia demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Nice control. Pass somewhat off target. And he's let fly! And he can clear it away. Can he spark a counter here? Vega. Quarter of an hour played. Now he's got space here.
Georgia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Hernandez kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's McAllister. Now it's Griezmann. There they go, hunting in packs. He's on it. Can he get away? Yamal! He's scored! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Good effort from distance. Oh, bang on target. Yamal.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Deftly away. And the volley. And somehow it stayed out. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. And he's managed to get free. Fired deep towards the back post.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Driving on and making good progress. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. That has not gone well. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's been shifted off it. Probing pass. It's Alonso! That had everyone off their seats.
Well, I think the defence are breathing a big sigh of relief here. He really spanked that, and it wasn't far away at all.
Shin to shin, bicep to butt. He's gone for goal. It's a searching pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught on it here. Played in deep. Great chance! It's a loop. In he goes again. Mateus. McAllister is always scanning the pitch for targets. Now it's Griezmann. Schlotterbeck concedes a free kick for that. Comfortable claim for the keeper.
I was expecting him to play it in until I saw his run-up. Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like...
Tries from a long way out. And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
Ribery. Now, can they get him away? And it's Xabi Alonso. Hernandez stood his ground strongly. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai got a long way forward to join the attack. Kvaratskhelia. Can he finish? Goal! Israel! And they've got their lead back.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Pressing high and with purpose. Hernandez. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? McAllister, cross to the back post. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's really well cleared. Not the most accurate pass. McAllister. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Good strike, quite an alarm. Played into space. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Plays it out wide. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. And it's McAllister. Can he get onto this? Soboslai. That's good play. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, easy pickings there. It's run loose here. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Griezmann. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. That's been cut out, well played. Eric Garcia. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Georgia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
McAllister goes down, but nothing given. He shifted it to the flank. Yamal. And that's a simple one for the keeper. And that is out of play. And that's definitely not his best. And it's Griezmann. He's in space and looking for options. Oh no, that was never going to make it. McAllister. Yamal. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Hernandez to McAllister. Passing is crisp and sharp. He's gone for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Griezmann clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
It's their second corner of the game. Oh, what a climb! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he?
That's rather hopeful. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Mateus picks it up from the goal kick. Now it's Yamal. Now it's Griezmann. So can they find a way to turn around this deficit? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. McAllister, oh, he's found support out wide. Gets into some space. And he skips past his man. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution for Israel, number 14.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 77.
Two fresh faces and both in the front line.
Well, it looks like he's playing his trump card. That'll inject a lot of energy up front.
And that is high.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
Number 24, Batistuta. Number 20, number 10, Neymar.
Substitutions taking place.
And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Neuer punts it upfield. Taken back almost at once. Neither of these gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
And he's had it nicked away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Oh no, what has happened here? Upamecano kept his eye on it, and he's there. McAllister spread it left. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Oh, that's well spotted. Looking for the run. And he's intervened well there. Modric. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Szoboszlai. Neymar demonstrating his defensive quality there.
That's good play from him.
He's found the way through. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. It's a pretty loose pass. And he's away. It's roll! Looked to surprise the keeper, but missed the target.
Well, the correct option was taken in the circumstances. The correct execution wasn't.
Goes looking wide. And that is a little undercooked. Neymar. He's having a hit! Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to play it through. Diogo Dalot. Knocks it into space. Now it's Raul. Upamecano could try cutting inside here. Cross into the box. He gets big. And he's there to belt it away. Oh, they could be caught out here. Threads one in. Szoboszlai. Now it's Yamal. And this is Xabi Alonso. Aimed in towards the centre.
Well played and well cleared. Well, there's plenty to like about.
Tries from distance. Now that was quite some save.
Yeah, he's disappointed with himself, but at least his boss is applauding the effort he made.
And it's hoisted clear. Mateus is onto this. Vega with the clearance. He's having a shot! And it's in! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
After 79 minutes
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this poses a very interesting question now, Peter. Do they push on to try and win it in normal time? They certainly have the momentum.
That is ended up in no man's land. Tries to pass it through. Can he get it through? That has been cut short. Couldn't squeeze it through. That's a cute ball. Dink through. Cleared without hesitation. Nice looking ball. That's been cut out, well played. Oh, that's ambitious. And that will sail harmlessly past.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, nicely intercepted.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Just eases him off the ball. Now that's well seen too.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely weighted ball. Ronaldo providing an outlet on that flank. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
There will be 3
Well, that
minutes
tackle was
added
certainly
time.
sturdy. Raul. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Just about within shooting range. And the goalkeeper watches it past. Schlotterbeck. Out to the left it goes. Looking to play him in. Szoboszlai. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. And the pass is intercepted. Eric Garcia calmly anticipates. 90 minutes up and we will be back for extra time.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through,
Just a
so
quick
extra
announcement,
time
and an
is the
exciting
correct
one
next
too.
step.
We're about to announce today's lottery numbers.
Well, fitness
Please watch
and
the screen
fatigue,
if
the
you
key
have a ticket.
factors now as we head for extra time.
Substitution for Israel, number 7, Cristiano Ronaldo.
Into extra time
Number
we go.
8, Schlotterbeck. Number 3,
Eric Garcia cuts it
Van
out.
Dijk. Coming on the field,
Looking for options for movement.
Massaro.
Hernandez. Alex McAllister.
Number 19.
No, he's not going to get any further than that. Hernandez has been caught there, it's a foul. And that is as far as they're going to go. Vardiol. Modric. Ribery. Plays a sharp little ball here. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Vardiol kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. McAllister, no, he's not getting past him there. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Xavi Alonso. Alonso! And the ball's come loose here. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Modric is there to clear. Aims beyond the defence. Well, that is one way to stop him. Diogo Dalot gets across to intercept that. And they've got rid. Szoboszlai. Alonso, looking for options for movement. Oh, sweet feet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pato is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Hernandez. Now it's Xabi Alonso. It's Alonso! There's the whistle, and the first period of extra time ends on a dramatic note.
Information bulletin from the regional
Well, it
police
has been a
department.
punishing game, both physically and mentally. But does either team have what it takes to find a winner? And we're off for the final time. It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Oh, Red, nice interception. Not the most convincing of passes. And he decides to cross it. And he's decided to go for it. And that is wildly off target.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Yamal. It's a throw-in. Yamal. Great defending, strong and determined. Distributed tidily. Yamal. Vega did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Back into the middle. Massaro! That's another chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that through it! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Israel take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
Ribéry did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Upamecano makes the interception. Looking for a runner. McAllister.
Georgia really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Georgia didn't quite recover from the early blow, Peter, after which they just got stuck in chase mode.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.